Welcome to the adventures of the Streamer Dynasty. But what sort of life, what sort of dynasty are we building for ourselves? One built on bloodshed and crushing natives and, well, I mean, this is America after all. But I don't know that this is the way forward that we want for our glorious new net. Is this how we want to unify the people? Through fire and war? No, of course not. There is a greater way to do it. And she has been with us all along, watching, in the shadows, waiting, like a creepy royal probably would. Thanks, Prince Andrew. Very cool. We have the opportunity now, and all British people have this ability, by the way. All British people have this power. We're born with it. However, normally it only manifests after a great and terrible event. You know, maybe you dropped your biscuit in your tea and it snapped off, and now it's turning into a disgusting biscuit-based broth. Or perhaps your older brother has killed all your clan members, and you want to go on revenge. Everybody has the ability to do so, and that, my friends, is the ritual of queendom. You can, in exchange for your mighty life, you can lay it down on the line. You can plunge the dagger of, I don't know, something British, I'm sure. You get the idea. We can sacrifice our spirit and immortal blood to become the living manifestation of the God Queen. We can drain ourselves dry, and the blood will boil and turn into a glorious royal broth. The question is, are we that desperate? Do we want to do it, or do we want to spend the next 1,000 years of the Streamer Dynasty, conquesting every single state, crushing rebellions? I think it is time. I think it is time we call forth the one. Brace yourself. Some of you at home, the following scenes may be upsetting. A help number will be available at the end of the episode. If we press this button, we lose a trait immortal. But at what sick cost? Ugh! He's old. He's old and withered. No. Admiral Party Ring, look, it's drained the life out of him. In a statement issued to all realms of note, Emperor Mr. Streamer of the Redcoat Dominion has declared cryptically, all campaigns must end with a god. It is the Streamer way. Many Americans are thoroughly confused at this seemingly nonsensical statement, but the letter goes into detail surrounding Mr. Streamer inventing a convoluted and vaguely relevant method of bringing their god into the realm. If true, this fearsome new deity would surely spell the end for all warring American lords. What does it mean? What could it mean? You know what it means. She's here. She's here. Prostrate yourself before her, for she looks upon you with fear and anger and love. My God. It's finally time. It's finally time to retake the colonies. The 13 colonies. Well, it's just kind of, it's gone beyond that. It's spiraled out of control. And only one can unify it. War. Only war. And this war will be a lightning war. I think that's already been used, but we will call it that. We'll join the Amazons. We will join them. I'm coming for your job. Look at how worried she is. You have every right to be worried. What is this? I don't know what that means. It's probably American. That's the main point. Wow. And so it begins. It's time, my friends. The war for all wars. They have no idea what they're up against. I feel it's only right, it's only fair, and it is only just that Party Ring the Frank, who gave everything to bring forth this glorious aspect, he should gain, you shall be known as Marshal of the Realm, and I think that's fair. He has proven his skill set, he has shown his dedication to the religion, and now the old withered husk of his body that was once used to contain this immortal power, because no human is capable of becoming immortal and then losing it. It's probably not about 10 years off just doing that. We also probably want to name him, I don't know, you could be our designated regent or something, there we go. Not that the Queen would ever fall or anything like that, but alright, time to get to what? Excuse me. Where's my? Oh, did the war become? Sorry, round 2. Sorry, put the. Fuck's sake. Okay, round 2. Here we go. after many, many years of legitimate and just and truthful warfare, finally, America is reunited. Firstly, your country's too big. This is fucking ridiculous. Look at the amount of shit we had to conquest to get this whole thing. Secondly, there is but one thing left to do, and that, my friends, is lose all my holy sites. Oh my god. I will admit, I got a bit lazy towards the end and had my Chancellor give out titles. He gave them out. Oh, my holy sites. The Queen is mad. We must reclaim the holy site so that the religion may be reformed. What the fuck? We actually lost a duel? You were defeated? Well, if anyone didn't believe me about making it so that we could still lose duels, there's your proof right there. 38 versus 153 God Queen. Unbelievable. Right, so, that being said, we have but one more thing to do, my friends. Reform the faith. We shall become, we shall become the head of the religion. Warmongering. We shall have the finest of, I don't really know what to get. Pyramids. Pyramid creation and blood red sea. So that one is basically just your Aztec. All of the Aztec religion features thrown into one, which is quite nice. Pyramids and temporal. Boom. Thelema Reformation. The ancient Thelema religion is proven unable to withstand the onslaught of the cross and the founders. Excuse me? I'm not so sure about that one, my friend. By this action, the Redcoat invaders have made it clear they will have absolutely no intention to ever leave America for the Queen. Well done, my friends. The streamer dynasty, I mean, the family tree is completely broken because nobody is able to keep track of it anymore because there are just so many members. 327 members, most of which kings, and well, I mean, you can quite clearly see they're kings, dukes, powerhouses. The ones we didn't vassalize were given out straight to members of our glorious streamer dynasty. Pharaohs aplenty. America. America. What a lovely and peaceful time here in the United States of America. Peace has been brought to the land. The realm is united. Granted, you know, taxes are a little high right now. Things are a little bit expensive. But hey, that's just part of... We've all got to do our part to help build up this glorious country. And speaking of which, I think that soon we're probably going to get... it's happening. The Tour of Boston. The aspect of the God Queen is due to tour the land of Boston soon, your capital. Your councillors, chancellors, whatever you want to call them, are hard at work ensuring a peaceful and safe visit for the God Queen aspect, and a week of sacrifice and zealotry is planned in her honour. The date finally arrives. She moves to the podium at the steps of the central hall to give what is sure to be the holiest of declarations. Her speech is guttural and crushing. Many audience members faint at the sound of her voice. Your translator begins to speak. America was but a curiosity project of the great British Empire. I have brought peace to your people and your realm. In return, you will give all of what you cherish to the British people for the remainder of time to show your devotion to me. Wait, we'll do what? The God Queen steps down from her podium and awaits the mandatory adulation and prostration before her holy visage. But the applause does not come. Her usual rigid smile, maybe unusual, snaps into a grimace of unspeakable hatred. A voice at the back of the crowd begins to boo, then another one joins. Before long, the entire crowd is booing and moving towards the great aspect of the holiest of queens. The Queen does not move. She simply raises her hands and a flurry of lightning fires into the crowd, killing many of the rioters. Your counselor cries out to you, "My lord, these are our people. You must do something, my lord." Throw her into the harbour. Or we let the heathen suffer. We can't. We cannot allow this. We cannot allow the people of this glorious country to be betrayed like this. Get gone. Moved by your people's sacrifice and the complete disrespect of the American people at the hands of the British God Queen, you rush the podium and grab the God Queen, hoisting her above your head. Lightning still fires from her hands and much of it is channeled into you. The crowd cheers and chants as you move ever closer to the harbour. With the little strength you have left in your body, you yeet the God Queen as far as you can possibly muster. An eldritch scream echoes across Boston Harbour. The lightning stops and the Queen dissolves. It was in fact the waves that ruled her. Or we take it one step further, my friends. Declare independence. God Aspect streamer was executed by Lord Admiral... Still, I need to get rid of that. Get rid of her. She's so scary. Please, get out of here. Get out of here. You push through the cheering crowd and take position at the podium. People of this united American land, for too long has the God Queen of the British use these lands for the benefit of her people without so much as a reward for those loyal to her. I say no more. From here onwards, the countries of this united America will rule themselves. The crowd erupts into applause. Before long, communications from as far as the West Coast start arriving in support of the new united America. Lose 1 gold. Why? Lose 1 gold. Okay, sure. My friends, welcome. Commander-in-Chief, Al-Karin the Great of America. House streamer, Americanist. It's perfect. It is perfect. Thank you all for watching. If you're wondering why this series went weird, basically I put up a poll yesterday, I asked people in Discord what you actually thought of the series or whether or not it would be worth carrying on, because of course it was just all map painting. I know a lot of people have asked for that, but me personally, I was finding it exceptionally dull, just loading up, doing half an hour of war, closing the game, repeating. The British invaders, although invaders are now playable in the After the End mod, the British invaders obviously maybe not that fleshed out, probably better sticking with Russia or Japan or something like that. It didn't really have a whole lot going on for it besides just map painting. I didn't want to be doing that for the next few weeks, especially when people desperately want Series A and Series B to sort of come back respectively. So I thought we'd come up with a fun little ending to give it a proper send-off, but the poll was something like 89% in favor of ending this series and moving on to the next one. Hey, we had a good few weeks here in America, and it was a fun little time. After the End is always a weird one for me, because obviously I don't know the geography, and the map itself is... It's not like in Europe, where you can, say, do an Italy playthrough, and there's a lot of different cultures and religions and sort of various stuff you can do in that, or even a France playthrough, or a United Kingdom playthrough. It is just, at the end of the day, one gigantic landmass, you know? It's not like in Europe where you have those peninsulas, and you have those various islands, and, you know, you can't just fortify Mallorca, for example. I suppose you could in this, but... If the map feels... I feel like starting here, for example, like right smack bang in the middle of America would be a really hard start, just because you're literally surrounded on all sides. I mean, just being landlocked to that extent takes away so much from the CK2 experience. Now, I know we didn't have to worry about that, but I always find the map in After the End a lot more... I don't know, lacking somewhat compared to the base game CK2. But hey, that is America. Thank you, everyone. Hope you have enjoyed it. Let's give a shout out to the patrons who made this series possible. And we are going to move on to hopefully a new series tomorrow, depending on how much I want to do for the setup. I've got some things in mind. I don't really want to commit too much time to fucking around with the scenario too much, because it's not an area of the world I have a huge amount of not interest, that's the wrong word, experience with. So I don't want to potentially ruin something without knowing what's going on over there. So let's just phrase it like that. I'm not going to give away any spoilers. Big thank you to Aiden W, Alpha Scuff, Anthony Gawley, Asuna Kirito, Matt Moses, Average Gamer 419, Bacon Kitten, Sidini, Crazy Pack, Crosis, Donald, Emerald Beam, Fakuna Vasquez, Fluffernutter, Ghost of Protocol, Gogula, Sarik, Jimbo, Jonah Waters, Joshlyn Dean Tesla, Justin Wallace, Kanan Carter, Michael Mullen, Muskratful, Nabuskus 911, Nathan Flores, Necrophil, Pelvis Presley, Rodin, Richard Clark, Scott, Skaz, Somnus, Stannis the Manis, Shea, The Forsaken One, T-Bag Cruz, Tom Terry 18, Tyler Kendall, Vacuous Backers, and William Green. Thank you for your support, the Insane Tier Lovers on Patreon. Thank you for making this series possible. Hope you guys have enjoyed this weird little ending that I threw together very, very quickly today. Took it a little while, but I think it'll be worth it when we get to that stage. And a thank you as well to Astro, Adam Person, Andrew Walsh, Andrew Wilson, Attila, Austin Taylor, Bordoon, Ben Trope, Betterman Max, Better Valerian, Black Double H, Chris, Corey CA, David Van Diepen, Don, Dunk217, Easy to Pronounce Name, Exploding Knees, Fraser Brennan, Gabriel Van Ders, Gaz, Genji Zerko, Gompo, Grey, Haji Dumar, Henrik Stensgaard, Icarus, Icy the Grey, Irish, J. Lyra, Jacob Wolfie, James Barnes, Jason Sushu, Jose, Johan DeVries, Jessica Smith, John Holiday, Jordan Campbell, Joseph Beer, Justin Plott, Justin Waters, Llewellyn Thomas, Luke Wallace, Stolp, Monty, Nathaniel Limburg, Nick, Noah Gallimore, Pan Simon, Pantherpearl, Payback 1 through 7, Peyton Denisar, Russian Oligarch, Billionaire, Smirtworm, Socrates, Supernanny089, The Bloody Knight, The Insane Pickle, Valonquery, Farragon, Voodoo Mumbo, Wesley Grayson, Woolwade, Wilson Matef, Wolfie Yorkers, and CK2. Thank you for your support. See you guys all tomorrow for a new, fresh-faced start on a very cold old plateau. That's all you're getting. See you guys there.